guys.
Hi guys for last week. Bec didn't say it.
I swear I did.
I did the editing. You
Yeah, I know.
You said nothing.
Yeah.
You just walked in and started drinking. This is very... That's so we have the same gap. It's too close. Are you trying to...
No, it's because of the wall and because you put my chair here.
You could have...
Well, you can move it back if you want.
That's right. You said I don't have to refocus. I can zoom outies a little bit. We can do innies.
Sorry.
We can do innies and outies. That's better.
Yeah, I thought
don't feel like I'm sitting on your knee.
Yeah, I was a bit limited because you put this wall
You're
here.
very limited.
You put the wall there, so I was very limited. Can't move anywhere. What?
I will unlimit you.
It's fine.
Not limited edition anymore. It is now a very common whore. There you go. Are you happy now?
Yeah, it's fine.
See what she makes me do.
I didn't make you do anything.
You did.
I
So,
did not.
how was your week?
My week was
Stress head?
good. Yeah, I'm just stressed. My week was good though.
Bec's the type of person... Now I'm cutting you off.
No.
Well, I'll just swing a bit. Gee, for a podcast, it doesn't matter about video. Oh no, don't make it worse, yes.
Yep.
For a podcast, it doesn't matter about video. Gee, we're fussy about nothing.
No.
I've got more room. So how was your stress head week?
It's been, it's just stressful going away for so long. But it was good. I caught up with my girlfriends for a little going away party. It was fun.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning, Peter, do you mind if I use your Instagram account to message Tom to see if we can catch up because they're watching Harry Potter?
Anyways, so I caught up with them and we watched Harry Potter, we played some drinking games, and then what else have I done? I don't know, I've just been, tying up little loose ends before I jet set off for 3 months. It's just a long time to be away for. And I've got to pack, now for my holiday, and that's not for 2 months, but I've got to go, I've got to pack now.
But it's the same stuff except for a bit of doof clothes. What are you going to be wearing different for the next 2 months to the next month?
I don't know, I'm probably going to get sick of wearing the same clothes over and over, aren't I?
Well, you can buy stuff while we're travelling.
Yeah, I know, but then that's just the other thing as well. I was like, how much am I going to buy? How much do I need to bring? What do I need to bring? Is it going to be cold? Is it going to be hot? I know it's going to be hot in Portugal, but it's probably going to be freezing cold in Amsterdam. So I'm like, what do I bring?
It's not like we haven't done this before.
I just have so much on my plate. And I'm finding it weird that we can't seem to get a nice apartment in Amsterdam.
Well, it must be stoner time of the year or something. Is it stoner month?
It's a bit weird. I tried to book an Airbnb and it said the dates were available and I requested to book, and then the chick declined our request and just sent me a message saying sorry. I was like, well, that's very odd. Just no explanation.
Yeah, well,
and then
our terrible rating, it must be.
No, and then we tried to book another one and they just said it's not available, and then they pulled the whole listing.
You're a jinx.
I'm not a jinx. I don't know. It's very strange. So if this one, I should try it a third time. If the third one doesn't go through, we're just going to stay in a hotel.
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah. Except for one Airbnb.
But then we
And
saw
that was us.
them.
That was them doing the dodgy. We were fine. And Airbnb backed us up. But everyone's been happy with us.
Yeah, I know. Especially our friend from LA.
I sent him a present.
I know. That's really cute. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
I find it a bit funny, though, that after last year we said we were never using Airbnb again, and I've booked quite a few this year.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out why this is happening.
I don't know.
When we stay in, what's below Housing Commission homes? When we end up in a homeless tent city and someone's charging us €1,000 a night for a tent.
Well, this has happened because I can't remember why it happened for Geneva, but then Paris, we've always had a good Airbnb there, and the one we've booked is really awesome. And then Barcelona, I booked it through Airbnb, but it's actually a service apartment company. And then, where else? Frankfurt. I don't know why I went. I think I was looking at hotels and they were really expensive, and then I looked at apartments on there and it was a superhost.
A superhost?
Yes, so you can trust them.
So do they have super customers?
No.
So you can only have a superhost, you can't be a super customer?
Yeah. Yeah, they do look after their hosts a bit more, I feel, on Airbnb. But we found that out last year when we were...
Oh, yeah, well, I bumped into another one when I was up with Mum at Christmas time, because we were looking at originally putting Mum's house up for Airbnb, and they were a super host as well. But see, they went to the next level. Same with my neighbours. Like, they have a bottle of champagne, they have some chocolates, they have fresh fruit in their fridge, they have all this extra stuff always.
Yeah.
So they go the next level to accommodate them.
Yes.
They've got 24/7 on call. Here's a text message. I don't care what time. If you've got a problem, text us, and you're dealing direct with the owner.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think that's the difference between them. Not commission flats with paint peeling off the walls and lights being held up by coat hangers. Oh, I still have nightmares about it.
yes,
But
it did make that other hotel feel really good.
It did. And that's why when I was thinking of booking me and Jared there for 2 nights.
Did you end up doing it?
No, because I don't think, as much as I was like, we can splurge. I was like, it's actually a bit more than I was thinking.
Well, it's like it was a nice hotel, but I wouldn't say it's not. Not for the money. It's not amazing.
I need to finish booking our accommodation before I do that.
Haven't you finished booking yours?
Except for those
that's
2
the other
nights. Yeah, I mean, I need to finish booking our stuff. Anyway, I'm just a bit stressed. I don't know.
Well, if I'm going to be staying an extra night in London anyway,
Yeah.
or you want some private time with Jared away from me,
No, it's fine.
I can go out for the night.
No, we're talking about...
I've got noise cancelling headphones.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could film it for you.
No, gross.
You could put it on your swollen glands page.
Anyway,
Yeah, we can talk about that later. But if you want, then you only have one night next.
We'll figure something
We'll
out.
figure it.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, I hope I start stressing less once I get over
You
there.
won't. You never do. You never ever. As soon as one finishes, the next one starts immediately because you can't go an hour without stressing about something. And then you get to meet my sister and see what she's like and go, oh my God. And I'm standing going, yeah, you're exactly the same. Not happy unless you're stressing.
No, I'm very happy when I'm not stressing, actually. I don't like being like this. Things stress me out. I don't know.
There's nothing to stress about.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I hope so.
Cool.
Cool. How was your week?
Well, I did something different.
What did you do?
I edited, I cooked some food. But I'm actually, it's quite funny. I watched F1, F1 was good, and I watched Indy, and an Aussie won it.
Oh, yeah.
Scott McLaughlin won it, which was really cool, and he didn't crash into Grosjean again, which was awesome. But I don't want to have to be in the position I am now forever, but I actually did enjoy, because I set up a list of what I need to get done. It was so good crossing them off.
Yes.
So with that I caught up a lot, because the problem when we're travelling, we've got 3 days of workshop, 1 day of travel, there's 4 days of the week gone. We normally shoot for 1.5 days, and I normally edit for 1.5 to 2 days. That's our week gone.
Yeah.
So when we're travelling, I don't have that time extra, so that gets me, and then all I do is every night sit on the computer, but then I might drink a little bit too much and don't get as much editing done.
Yes.
And yeah, but I caught up a lot, and what was really fun, I was editing some of the stuff I did with Anne, and that was so cool. And I left a lot of the back and forward play, and I think with Inspire, more than YouTube, Inspire, I think we might start miking models.
Okay.
Because some of the banter was really good, and I had to, either had to give Anne a boost, which brought in an echo, or sometimes I knew she was too far away, so I actually repeated the question and answered it. And it's just some stuff that was quite...
How are we meant to put a mic on Anne, though? She doesn't have any clothes to conceal it.
She was wearing a habit. We could have clipped it up Her jumping might have been a problem.
Yeah, and
Anyway.
how are you going to hear her if you clip it at the back?
No, well, she had the white bit at the front.
Oh, right.
No, maybe. So, how many times do we shoot? Although Anne's an art nude model, so maybe we have to get a nipple clamp or something. No, we can just stick it. No, we can't because I don't have to edit off every picture. I know. Put it in. We'll see if we can get it. So we'll put it up her nose and just run the cable out. Anyway, it was really. I don't know if there's a picture that, and I mentioned it in the filming, that everyone loves and I hate. Only because of the model's expression just couldn't nail. And it was so important, the expression, everything else I could get. And she was so up for it. It was like, she was the one who said, I want to do this so badly. Yeah. And I ended up pulling the pin because it's like a story and I wanted a group of shots and basically couldn't get them. And I kept, every time I saw the picture, I thought, what this could have been.
Yeah.
And I was so happy that I nearly mimicked like 11, 12 years later.
We can't show you on YouTube because it's not a G
Yeah,
rated.
it will. It'll be a Inspire tutorial, and it's we can't. There's nothing we can do. We can't go on YouTube unless we made it R-rated, and then nobody's going to see it because they sort of hide that stuff. Even though you can put them up there, it's not easy for people to find.
Yes, it is. You just go to your page and go to videos.
Yeah, but you've got to be logged in. If you're not logged in, you can't.
Oh, I thought you could see it, but you can't click on it.
You have to be logged in. You can't see it.
Oh.
Anyway, it'll be on Inspire, but I will be putting a blog up with the pictures in the blog because I've edited one so far, and
It's so cool.
yeah, it's came.
Sorry,
up.
we're being vague and stuff.
Yeah,
but
it's just me redoing one of my shoots that I was never really happy with. Now I'm just so happy with it. And so I enjoyed. In fact, there was a fair bit of editing I did just to finish off shoots, which I enjoyed. Your shot.
Oh yes, my on the floor one.
On the floor one, which
Yes, with the not a megalite.
not a megalite.
The fact that you've called it that, I'm like, the comments are going to start again.
Sorry about the rain.
Can't
We-
you get
we've
rid
got-
of that program?
The program, yeah, but it's. If I put a cut when the rain starts, you'll hear some of the rain, but I've got a program hopefully removes it, and we don't have time to hold off, and we fly out tomorrow night, and this is our last chance of getting this podcast done before we fly out, unless we did it in the Qantas Club. But I don't know if they'd like you sitting there with cameras going recording.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
They might get angry. We could try and do it on the plane, but I
It'd
don't
be a
think
bit noisy.
and I don't think people would like that either.
Yeah, no. But no, I think that'd be noisy with all the plane noise.
All the plane noise.
So we don't have the bar on the plane tomorrow night.
They've got the walking trolley.
Yeah, no, but I like the novelty of the bar. I just like it.
I know you travelled out of first class to come down to us lonely people in business class to sit in our bar.
I asked them if I was allowed, and they said yes. The bar is for first and business.
Right. Well, you could have stayed up with your class and not infect our class.
I couldn't stay. How could I stay up there and be at the bar? and
Well, you
business?
didn't bring a bottle of Dom Perignon down with you.
They didn't give me a bottle. They only gave me a glass with my caviar
With your caviar.
in my little cabin in my pajamas
In
after
your
my
pyjamas
shower.
after your shower. Everyone's heard about this before.
I know.
Just stop rubbing it in. Someone will hate you more.
You're the one who brought it up. Oh my god. No, we have to fly on the 777 over there, but we have the A380 coming home. I was shocking.
Look at you go.
I caught up with one of my mates last week and I was telling her this and she's like, I love that you travel so much. You know, like, there's aircraft and you have a certain favourite aircraft. Like, not airline, like aircraft.
Well, you do have a favourite airline. You prefer Emirates over Qantas. Or is it just because of the airplane?
It's because of the airplane.
I bet Qantas didn't have a bar, so
Yeah, but
that's
Qantas give you jammies in business.
Oh, so what do you want, a bar or jammies? Don't say both. You can't. Well, haven't you got the jammies you bought?
I've got the Emirates jammies.
And the ones you bought? Didn't you buy Qantas ones because you lost them?
No,
Or was it the Emirates ones you lost and you had to buy?
yeah. When they sent me someone else's pants. I couldn't believe it.
Anyway, I can't remember what podcast that's on, but it's going back a bit.
It was in New York.
In New York.
Oh, it was
Why
fun.
don't you just take them on?
Yeah, I might do that and get changed.
Oh, you want the fresh feel of them freshly unpacked?
I'll just bring the ones I already have and get changed into them. What?
Oh, such a princess.
Well, we have to
Have
fly.
you looked up to see what movies you're going to be watching? No.
No. Can you look that up in advance? Do they tell you online what they're playing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought you looked it up before for Qantas. Didn't you look up to see what was on the plane for our trip to Cairns? I'm nearly certain you did.
I think I used the Qantas app, maybe.
Oh.
Oh, no, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I'll Google it.
So you can start getting something about Zurich. There we go.
I'm going to say, I haven't looked up to see what the weather's going to be doing.
Well, it's going to be different everywhere we go.
Yeah, I know.
It's coming to summer,
Nice.
but we're starting in the coldest part. Oh, not the coldest part. The
Pretty cold.
coldest part of our trip is going to be in the coldest country. Oh,
Yeah.
no, it isn't.
No, because Sam was pretty cold last year when we were there. We were there in June. Maybe it might be warmer by the
That'll
time
be
we're there.
warmer. What's Norway going to be like, though?
Ooh, I don't know.
We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
So today I had a really interesting shoot with Lottie because she's with an agency that more predominantly do the lower end e-commerce, or the companies don't have much money, so they don't charge your models out by much. And Lottie came in and she just said, look at my comp card and look at my thing on the web and tell me, what do you reckon I need? And I said, well, need for you or need for the agency? And I had a look at it, and I'd say a third of the shots that are on her comp card didn't look like her. They'd been retouched. That was all the same photographer and retouch them and changed her face a lot. They changed her shape a lot. There was a couple where she looked like a bull ant. And
What do you mean a bull ant?
haven't you ever seen a bull ant?
Like a big...
It's like a blump, nothing, a blump, a nothing, a blump. And it was really bad. Like, models should get offended when they go that far. They're saying that the model's ugly
Yeah.
without that being done to them.
Yeah, I think I had a photo from one shoot before where I
I think you
waist-
showed me one that,
the waist was like really badly liquefied, and I was like, oh, am I that fat?
yeah, well, to me, it's like when there's certain models that say, well, when you had the crease more in your nose, you just said if you can unshade it, that would be nice.
Yes.
And I've had someone who had a crease in their chin and always prefer. And there's different people that have got little things that they could have removed, but they don't have money or time to have it removed. Or
Like tattoos?
a tattoo, or like tattoos, or a little wart on their face, or something that
Yeah.
they don't like, but they haven't had it removed. I don't mind doing that type of thing. And the model can't always have a perfect waistline if they're in a pose that doesn't give them that.
Yeah.
And I will bring stuff in like
Tiny mount.
tiny amounts, which makes a massive difference. And sometimes it's bringing other areas out a tiny amount, which then
To make it more proportioned. and
more
stuff, but-
proportioned.
Yeah.
But they're looking through, so I would say at least it'd be 2/3 of the pictures look like AI pictures.
Yeah.
She didn't look like she had real skin, it was too flawless. And her face was like AI face had been chiseled a little bit too much. Her body had been chiseled too much. And it didn't show her character. And when we're talking, just looking at the picture, I was thinking, well, there's nothing like what I've shot you. She goes, yeah, but I love your photos, but none of them on. And I said, well, I know why the agency doesn't have them on there. That's not their clients. That's not what their clients do. And Lottie was going, but I want to do that stuff. And then she opened up my storyboard and saw all this latest stuff I've just found recently of Tom Ford and all of these really cool campaigns. She goes, I just want to be doing this stuff.
Yeah.
And I said to her straight, it's no different to if you're a photographer, if you're an artist or a musician. If you do what other people do, in 10, 20 years' time, when nothing ever comes of it, you're always going to kick yourself for not doing what you really want to do.
For sure.
So why don't you just do what you really want to do and ignore everybody else? Like really put your effort into doing exactly what you want to do. Show the world, put it out there. And in 10 years' time, if you didn't go anywhere, what are you going to do? So, well, I didn't get anywhere, but I love all this stuff I did.
I had fun along
I had fun along the way, and I was doing stuff I loved,
Yeah.
and maybe I was too advanced for the rest of humankind.
Yeah.
So that, and I saw her whole face change. I said, just look, stay with the agency, but put your effort into you.
Yeah.
You've got a decent amount of followers. And I picked up on the end of the shoot, I said, I've worked out exactly what you want to be. You want to be hot as hell, but you want to be a nasty bitch. And she just smiled. And it was pretty much exactly what she wants. She wants to look hot, but she wants to be, she doesn't want to be a weak woman. She wants to be hot, but yeah, come near me and I'll cut your head off.
Yeah.
And I said, well, there's your angle, chase it, because there'll be companies out there that'll want that look. And all you have to do is look at all the different models over the years and all their different looks. And you'll just see that they all owned their own looks and they didn't seem to cross over.
Yeah.
And I think with photography it's the same. I spent 15, 20 minutes on Mario's last night looking at his shoots lately and I'm going, you haven't been cancelled. You're shooting the same look that you were doing in the 90s. This is incredible. Like he was doing these really cool shoots, which he just ignored cancel culture and just says, well, no, this is not me being misogynistic or putting women down because we're shooting this for Women magazine, not for men. Nothing for it to men. They're never going to even see it. So they're not even buying those magazines. And it was so refreshing for me even to see that. It was sort of like, yeah, when back in his day, it was like, I liked his work and everything, but there were so many other photographers.
Similar.
No, just they would have their own edges.
Oh, right.
Well, a lot of them have either not around anymore or they've bent over to the cancel culture. But I noticed a couple haven't, and they're just picking up the big campaigns now because Dior and all of them don't want to look like the same kid in the block. They want to look different. Yeah. They want some controversy that's not... There's good and bad controversy.
Yeah.
Like in Australia, we had Windsor Smith do bad controversy.
What did they do?
They had a couple of campaigns and you could only look at it the wrong way.
Right.
There was no right or wrong way.
Well, Balenciaga got cancelled recently for their campaign that they did and they had to issue some statement or something. Like, they've been cancelled big time.
What was their campaign?
They had small kids with like all this BDSM stuff. It was a bit questionable. It was kind of like sexualising children a little bit.
Or maybe if it was, or do you think it just the perverts would look that way, but the kids... I don't know. I don't think I've seen it, so I can't comment.
No, it wasn't. No, it was. I don't know. Like a lot of people had a lot of people, like a lot of celebrities, even were like, "Oh, I'm not really going to support you anymore." So.
Oh yeah, but you can't do that. Sorry, one stupid art director. You can't cancel it. You can cancel the art director.
I can't.
And if they came out and apologised and took it down.
I can't remember the outcome of it. Yeah. I just remember it being a big thing of them getting cancelled for the campaign.
So it's not like Bud Light where there might even be a company left at the end.
No, but then everyone was all up in arms because the Kardashians were still like promoting. I don't know. It was a whole thing. It was everywhere. It was just like in December.
Yeah, it'll get forgotten about.
Yeah.
It was so funny. Remember when Kate Moss was? It was something happened. She was either caught with a photo of her doing coke or something, and all of a sudden she got cancelled from everywhere. And then 6 months later, they just all used her again.
Yeah.
Once it's like, we're just going to go quiet for a bit. Yeah. Everyone will forget about it. We'll just take you back up, and we'll give you a couple of 100,000 because we really like you.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I think. I don't know. I don't own any Balenciaga, so that was kind of good. Because all these people were like going about like, oh, I don't want to wear, like I've spent all this money and now I don't want to wear it anymore. It's like, well, I don't know anything, so that's good.
I understand that. So it's that photographer that I used to really enjoy in some of his favourite photos. I can't even take his book off the shelf now.
Yeah.
Because one of my favourite photos, I did see it recently, came up on Twitter and thought, oh, that's...
You know, like there's what happened on that shoot.
That's why she's looking like that.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a real cute, insecure thing because it looked like a boy and girl first time naked in a pool at night time, but then when after the story that was know the story and I've heard actually her say something about what happened to her, you sort of go, I can't look at that picture again.
Yeah,
that's just destroyed that picture.
Sucks when that happens.
Yeah, but it's funny how some pictures, if you don't know the story, you make up your own. It's really cool in your head.
Yeah.
Then someone else tells you what the real meaning was. I don't know the picture anymore. I preferred my story. I listened to this at years and years ago when I was in Australian Institute of Professional Photographers, which, it wasn't a camera club when I joined, but my God, did they become one quick. Like everyone had to enter the award type thing. It was just, anyway, I was sitting there as a judge and I was the odd judge out, so I didn't get much time sitting because I tended to be quite different to all the other judges' opinions. And what would happen, everyone would put their score in blind. Nobody would see it, but it would come up and you'd see, it would go maybe 75, 75, 60, 70, or it would go 60, 60, 65, 90, 60. And I was that one person who was different. So it was anything that was just cliche and like, I can tell a story as an American flag. It looks like a son's room. Oh, he died in the war. It's so obvious. But then something comes out and it's like, the photography is just so messed up. This is cool. And it was the odd one out. But anyway, this picture came up and it was a girl wearing a gas mask holding a fire extinguisher. And there was this sort of light on, looked like she had burns all down her arms, like it looked like burn scarring all over her arms. And the judges just went haywire on this incredible story. And I know the photographer personally, and after it, I said to him, so is that really what happened? He goes, no. We were in the underground car park. The fire extinguisher was sitting there, it was an empty old one. And she had a gas mask. I picked this up, this would be cool. And they weren't scars on her arm. That was just bad lighting. And it blotched her arm up and I couldn't fix it. He got a gold with distinction. But it was because everyone thought there was this incredible story. Anyway, it's all those little things that, like he said loved getting the award, but he said it was a little bit, he said, when they thought what was on the arms were burns, he said, I did a really bad job of photoshopping. I don't know if she had hairy arms or a tattoo or had something. He had to Photoshop them hairy. He made her look like a burn victim. That's
at least he won the award. That's hilarious.
He did.
That's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
Put it in his Instagram bio now that he's an award-winning photographer.
Oh no, he's won many awards. No, it's a commercial. AIPP was for commercial photographers.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to be a smartass.
Oh, all right.
Sorry. The
Sorry.
joke didn't land.
It didn't land.
I thought I was being funny.
No.
No.
No, not funny at all.
Oh.
He just put it on the front of his shop window. He didn't put it on his...
But no, with this whole stories thing, I think, what I saw today when you were shooting with Lottie in the second look, I did see there was like once she messed her hair up, there was this like look that changed, and I think that's because like that kind of like her messing her hair up like gave her that story in her head, gave her the feel of like what she was going for.
She's got a really pretty face. She's got a hot body, but she doesn't want to be and she's blonde, so she just doesn't want to be that blonde chick. She wants to be much more. She wants, and that's what she's looking for. And I've always seen her fight with herself on a shoot, what she wants to do and what she ends up doing.
Yeah.
And we spoke about a tiny bit at the end, and she said, I've just got to do more of what I really want to do. Yeah, and if I fail doing what I want to do, it's still a win. Yeah. If I fail at doing what I don't want to do, it's sort of like, why did I do that?
Yes, I feel that.
Yes. But yeah, no, that's for that side of things. I don't know. I find it amazing that I learn something every day. I love it. Just picking up all these tiny little, like with Anne, I picked up something the other day, and it was really cool. It made such a big difference when I made it. The beauty shot, took it to another level with her. It was just me, and it was that when she's working with other photographers, all she's thinking about is the light. Yes. And I forget that 90% of the photographers she works with, she is going to get their lighting better. If they don't get it good, she'll turn her face towards it and make sure she gets booked again.
Yeah, and also make sure she gets photos that she can use.
She can use.
Yeah.
So it was really good. And just you know I can do my lighting. Just ignore what you think. I said, I'm just going to put lights where you want them to be, but I won't let them work. I'll just pretend they've been used. But yeah, I really, really enjoy. I think it's that the longer you do something, the better you get, because every day you've picked up like a 1,000,000% thing, and you start adding them up, and they start to make a massive difference. And I've said it before, doing especially the stuff for Inspire makes me think more about my photography on an everyday. And you actually hear me talking out loud even if we're not filming now.
Yes.
Because but if you think something, it doesn't have a strong effect as if you say it.
Huh?
If you think something, you don't have a strong effect on what's going to happen as if you say it.
Yeah, I heard what you said. What do you mean?
I can say it again.
No, I know. I'm asking.
I thought you were going deaf.
No, like I said, I can hear you. I just mean like, what do you mean? Like,
well, if you just say to yourself, don't hit your head on that door, you'll hit your head in the door. But if you say it out loud, I guarantee you won't, because if anything, you'll say, don't hit your head on the door, you idiot. Let's just close the door so I don't hit my head on it.
right. Okay, I'm following now.
You're following now.
I just needed a bit of context, like.
Well, I found I was saying, yeah, I could fix that in Photoshop. And I said it out loud and he goes, no, I don't want to fix it in Photoshop. Let's fix it now. So, and whereas if I didn't say it out loud, I think I would have just fixed it in Photoshop.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. I'm following now. I just
You're
needed
following.
some context.
You need some context.
Just needed some context.
Oh my God. What's this?
I don't know. Oh, speaking of like getting better at things, I'm excited to practice my DJing again when I get back and get better at that. But I think that I was like kind of good at it because I listened to so much music, and then I was actually able to DJ very quickly. Everyone was really impressed with me.
Everyone?
Oh, 'cause I
It was
posted
just you and Jared.
Because I posted it on Instagram.
Yeah, but I couldn't tell where the mix was. Out.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I didn't, so I couldn't pick the moment because I didn't know either song.
Oh.
So I didn't know which was which song.
Oh, but I did.
You did.
Yeah, and it was like, I mean, the fact that it was so smooth.
So smooth.
I'm a natural.
Oh, so you're going to become a DJ now?
Yeah,
You are?
yeah.
You know it takes a lot of time.
I know.
Although you could just pre-record it all and just sit there and pretend you're moving knobs.
No, I don't want to do that.
Paris Hilton does it.
I think she does stuff. I don't think she.
There's some good footage with her hand hovering about a foot above the knob.
I think she used to do that. I think she actually does it now. I'm going to see.
And
her
weren't we
tomorrow.
commenting the other day, it was somebody, I can't remember who it was, and we just watched them turn and said,
I was
Didn't-
Neelix that we were watching, and we were like trying to figure out if it was.
we couldn't hear any change in the music.
Yeah.
There must be a row of knobs she just turned for the effect.
But then I was also thinking, I don't know if that you dropped it. I don't know if that set we were watching, the sound was like he recorded. I don't know. I think it was like a recorded set put over the top of it. Like it was still the same set and the same songs that were played. But because
Perfect in time.
Well,
Then
so
he's
you-
not mixing it.
But you couldn't hear the crowd or anything with the music. So
Well, you're not going to hear the crowd when you're getting a live feed out of the decks.
okay.
That's if it was a live feed out of the decks.
I don't know.
I know what you're saying, but see, some of the stuff he might have been doing was left and right. Although, what were we watching it on?
YouTube.
See, I don't know if it was stereo or mono, so you wouldn't have heard a left and right pan. But when I see Dead Mouse, I can always do something you can hear.
it.
Not that I'm saying he's the best DJ in the world, it's just that I did notice when we were watching that.
I thought you did think Dead Mouse was the best DJ in the world.
No, he's a good producer.
Oh, yeah, there is a difference between them.
There's like when it comes to DJs, I don't know. I find even though a lot of the stuff is not really my sound, I'm not going to listen to it at home. But when I saw him live, Will.i.am, the mix he did was just to go from Akka Daka to friggin' what's her name, Olivia Newton-John, and have it blend perfect, and then come out like very, very clever how he did all of that. And that's They used to say he'd get off stage and go back to his hotel room and then
Practice.
he'd be DJing all night in his hotel room.
Well, I learnt like about. Oh, I already knew about BPMs, but I needed to learn. I need to learn about keys. That's the next.
Have you got mixed in key?
No, we don't.
You need mixed in key.
Okay, yeah, because that's the next thing.
It's actually on your computer.
Oh, cool.
I'm serious. It's not, you look on apps, you'll see mixed in key on your computer. Because then that'll help you because you can it'll actually tell you complementary keys to change to. Cool.
Look at me go.
You haven't done anything.
I did. I DJ'd the other night and it was good. And my mates at a DJ's even complimented me.
Oh, they're not going to say you were shit house, are they? You wouldn't turn up to their events.
And I got some. Joel messaged me and said, "Let me know when you're ready, and I will book you." So I've already got my first gig lined up, and I have only played for a few hours.
Yeah, but do you need to have clothes on for Joel or not?
Yes.
Oh.
What?
Nothing.
What?
I'm joking.
I don't club naked. Although I do go like very hard, like scantily clad.
Scantily
I
clad.
hate that expression.
Scantled. I saw something from Summersdorf and the female DJ had boobs full out.
Oh. Apparently at Boom there's a lot of that and a lot of men with their dongers out. It's going to be interesting.
Oh, so that's why you want to go.
No.
You want to see the helicopters landing.
It's going to be a bit funny on the dance floor. Just flop them out.
Are you allowed cameras there?
Yeah, I'm not going to film people though. Like, that's a bit weird. That's creepy. You don't just go up and film some random dude dancing naked. Like, that's odd.
You would. You'd hide behind a tree and find
That's even worse.
Couldn't you just put your iPhone down, have a little hole cut in between your top and just put on record and go out and dance?
But it is going to be bloody hot. And there's a lake nearby, so I think people just like get naked and go in the lake and then just don't put clothes on and dance around. Power to them. I will not be doing this.
So you're going to a full-on open orgy?
No, it's not that. It's just not an orgy.
It's not called Midsummer, is it? Do they burn a tent down the end with everybody in it?
I hope not.
Do you have to jump off a cliff?
I hope not. Well, you have to walk down a hill to get to the camping area. I hope I'm not going to Midsummer. I will not be partaking in the nudity, but I'm proud that everyone else...
You'll be proud. You're happy to watch.
I'm happy everyone else is happy, living their best lives.
So will Jared get into the nudity thing?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But good for them. Good for them.
You're judging already.
I'm not judging.
Good for them sounds like you're cancelling,
No,
aren't
I'm
you?
not. I'm saying, and is it good for them? They have the freedom to do what they want. It's nice.
It's nice.
What?
Oh, so you're going to go from a triple X rated orgy to then
Like the most the biggest one. Did you know last year they sold 600,000 tickets to Tomorrowland?
Yes, it was massive.
That's a city. What?
But that was the first one after COVID, wasn't it? I think it might have been.
Anyway.
So it would have been 3 years of people trying to catch up in 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's going to be very commercial and very safe. That's all right. I have a hotel.
You have a hotel and a bus.
Yes, it's all right. Oh my God, I can't believe tomorrow it's tomorrow.
What do you mean you can't believe tomorrow is tomorrow?
Like...
Tomorrow is tomorrow every day. Like every single day of your life, there is a tomorrow and it's called tomorrow.
Yeah, but we're going to be in Europe. Like the next time we say hi, guys, we will be in Europe.
Yeah, except for the sea years, we're over there every year as well. I like it, but this year seems to be different for you.
It is, because I'm staying for holiday.
Holiday, oh.
It's different.
And I'm only going there to work.
You have a little holiday at the end.
No, I'm working right through that.
That's kind of a holiday.
Oh, it'd be good to catch up with Kiki in Prague.
Yeah, that's kind of...
But I'm going to be filming a lot.
Yeah, it's still kind of holiday.
Oh, it's a holiday from you. I will agree with that. It'll be 2 weeks without stress head.
Holiday.
2 weeks out without a grumpy thing before 11 o'clock.
Hey, I'm not that grumpy anymore.
I know, since you've been doing gymming, you haven't been as grumpy in the morning.
That's because exercise releases endorphins, and endorphins make you happy.
You're just grumpy all day with a sore back.
Yeah, no, my back's been playing up. Oh, we've got yeah. I just don't know. It doesn't feel real. What?
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 Life is real.
We have some cool shoots planned for while we're over there that you guys will get to see soon.
I'm just looking forward to just minimalising down, and instead of taking so much crap and not using half of it, just taking minimal crap. And
yeah, we'll get by. Are we taking the bunny head or no, we're not doing that?
I don't think I can fit it in.
I don't think we can fit it in either. That would have been awesome.
Anne will kill me.
Yeah, but Anne wanted to do the bunny in Paris, but we just can't fit the frame of the head in.
You can get the head in, but you saw the ears just flop like they'd been hit by a car.
You saw you put it over me and pissed yourself laughing because it doesn't stay upright, so we can't do the bunny in Paris.
That's perfect.
What?
We have our thumbnail now. Beck wearing the bunny head.
I can do that.
No, I meant that picture we did the other day with the claps head.
Yeah.
No, but we already did me wearing a bunny
Yeah, I
head.
know. That's what would be funny. I can wear the bunny head now.
All right.
Yes.
Do I superimpose you on Anne's body? No. I'm joking.
No, it's fine. Well, you couldn't wear it. You were joking. It's fine.
I was joking.
I was thinking. Yeah, we got some really cool things coming.
Oh, what's with the baby voice?
I don't know. Sometimes it comes out.
Cool.
So
what city are you looking forward to the most? On our part.
It's hard. It's like when people ask me what's my favourite city that we do workshops in, I'm really excited for Stavanger, even though I can't say it properly. Just because we've never been there before.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm really looking forward to it because we've never been there, and it's a country I've always wanted to go to that part of the world. So I'm really excited for that.
The models looked very Norwegian.
Yes, they did.
Maybe they're from Norway.
I'm pretty sure they are. So I'm really excited to check that out. I'm excited for Paris because we've got Tess, we've got Anne, we've got Shay, catch up with Ines. Like, I'm excited for the catching up with people there and the place we're staying at.
Oh, the place we're staying is pretty cool.
And the models that we're catching up with are really cool as well. So I'm excited for that. What else?
You're going to just name every place, aren't you?
I'm excited for a lot of it.
And what about St. Maurice?
I love St. Maurice. It's so cute and small. I get to see Patrick again. I'm just excited for so much. I'm excited. Barcelona I'm excited for because we didn't go last year.
Yeah, no, so I do love the tapas.
I haven't been there since 2019, so I'm excited for
the tapas will make up for the lack of pizza.
Yes. I don't know, I'm just excited for so much. So much.
That's so exciting.
It is. Where are you most excited for?
Well, it's after you go.
You're excited for Czech and
Czech and Poland. Yeah, I am looking forward to Norway. Because I haven't been there. I always love London. I love Paris. So, and Barcelona I always enjoy. So those. Yeah, it's hard. I used to really enjoy places like Milan and especially when we did Berlin a couple of times because the models with those couple of agencies are incredible. But I think that they've been affected a lot too with the change of the world, and whereas before they wanted the models to get edgier and more attitude in their faces, now they just want, you can't look too special.
Because then you won't get e-com work.
Yeah, we only want the e-com work because we need to sell these $1 t-shirts. Well, so you commented yesterday, I wore a t-shirt yesterday, didn't have one of my photos.
I didn't, it was a plain black t-shirt. I've never seen that before.
It was a Land's End, which is from America, and I bought it back when I had the nursery, which is 23 years ago. That's how good clothes, how long good clothes will last.
I remember when I was still at Telstra, And I developed this eBay addiction, and I was just buying so I went on eBay and I would find all these cheap clothes and just get them all sent to reception. And cause I was, pretty much every day I'd have like all these parcels because I was like, oh, this dress is $4. Like, oh yeah. And I was just buying all of this stuff. It was like just the quality of it. I was like,
one wash lady, you can't wear it.
And then I started thinking, I was like, so I've bought all of this stuff and I've spent like $50, but it's all going to break and then I'm just going to have to buy more. It's like, whereas if I just bought one nice thing for $50, like...
Yeah, you can wash it.
Yeah,
you can actually wear it.
Yeah, like just put the money towards something else and buy something that's actually good quality rather than just buying all this junk.
We've heard me push this.
Yeah, I know. I'm just agreeing with you.
Yeah, I know. I just wish more of the world would do that because it flows through. Because if we got better quality clothes, it means they're going to be better quality designers. Everything's going to be at a better quality. But what we've got, some of our supposed better quality people like Calvin Klein and all of that, no, it's just their names written on anything. Yeah. So they'll have it made in, I think Calvin Klein's, half their stuff's made in China and the other half's made in India. I'm not saying that India is bad, just that compared to earlier Calvin Klein, they certainly weren't made there. And can you imagine if you bought a Burberry and it had made in China on it? You'd feel ripped off, wouldn't you?
A little bit.
And it's something that sort of stood out to me quite strong with cameras, and it's a real shame because the cameras, I think, are one of the worst industries hit. So we used to have Hasselblad and Leica, and before digital came in, Pentax was pretty high up there, Mamiya, and we had all these brands. Zeiss were always an amazing lens company, but I don't care what anyone says. I can't see anything high-end coming out of Hasselblad again. The Leica stuff, and yeah, I have become a fangirl, but it's like buying a Burberry jacket. I sent my 1962 camera back to be refurbished. You can't. No other camera brand will do that. Well,
it's pretty impressive.
You send a Sony or something out, and they're all discontinuing. Oh, sorry, we don't. And it's that whole. It's like think of Ferrari, Porsche, Lamborghini, all of those. They're still all Europe. Right? We still have the Japanese cars. The Toyota, the Nissan, sorry, the Nissan, the Hondas. The Japanese make a great car, but they're still not a European car. And we've lost our we're losing our European cameras. We've seemed like we've got one left if I've forgotten someone. And it's Leica. It's even the Hasselblad, my H6, I still, every time I shoot with it, I still go, oh my God, I love this thing. Today's shoot, I was loving it. And I love the Leica, but the Hasselblad has the medium format love for me, that side of things. It's hard. No, it's a shame. I don't know how we turn it around, but we're not seeing the car companies get replaced. Porsche flying, like their new cars are beautiful, Ferrari and Lamborghini and BMW, Mercedes are starting to get made in other countries around the world, but their higher end stuff is still really nice. It's still got those.
Maybe you can support Ferrari by buying one for me. Maybe that's how we fix everything.
No, we can do that.
Okay, sweet.
No, I promise you we can do that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to have a page on Inspire of naked pictures of Bec. And that page is going to cost $100 a month. We'll put up new pictures every hour. And then once I've got enough to buy her 488, we will only put up pictures every second day. How's that sound? We had a nice person gift us a coffee.
I saw that.
I thanked them for another glass of wine for Bec.
Yes, I'm having it now.
You'll be careful what you say in the future, won't you? In fact, can we have a poll? Who wants to see Bec naked?
No.
Well, Well, I don't.
I had a weird comment on my Insta the other day about, I posted that photo of me in the pool in Cairns. And
Yes.
Someone commented being like, "Oh, next time post with less clothing." I was like,
You didn't have any clothing on. You had bathers. I don't call bathers clothing.
just replied. I was like, bit of a weird comment, mate.
I don't get it. I really don't.
So I was just like, it's a bit weird. Like at the end of the day, I still, I don't know, I'm still a human. I still read these things. It's a bit odd. It's just a bit odd.
I do find. It's like I've said before, the guy who wolf whistles from a building site, he really expects some girl to run and go, I'll sleep with you. For the wolf whistle, I'm going to sleep with you right now. Come on, let's do it.
I just find it a bit odd.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, I sit in my little house and don't leave it much.
I think some of those people sit in their little room.
Yeah.
One hand on doing IT, the other hand's on. Oh, keep talking for a minute. I don't have the pleasure of having a bottle on the bench.
Why don't you? You could do, I know it would go too warm for you.
Well, I put lots of ice in this, so it didn't hold much liquid. And the tea's starting to get warm, so I need more tea. So keep talking.
Well, speaking of Peter's tea, I remember last year when we were in Europe, I found it rather hard to find Southern Comfort for him. So if anyone knows of places in the cities that we're going to that sell Southern Comfort, you can please let us know. I feel like in Zurich we struggled. There was a place called Drinks of the World, and then they said they stopped selling it. So if anyone knows of places to buy Southern Comfort, please let me know. Because I'm easy. I mean, I can find wine anywhere.
Well, see, that's why I know I'm not an alcoholic. If I can't get stuff I like to drink, I just don't drink.
Drink it, yeah.
So
Well, I was just saying, if anyone knows where I can get Southern, to let us know in the comments, because we struggled last year.
by memory, when we landed in Zurich, didn't they have no limit to what you could buy and it had Southern there?
Potentially.
So I could buy a crate of Southern. I don't just know how we can cart it around the rest of Europe. But no, I've decided I'm just going to drink your wine, so there won't be as much for you. I'll get it more.
Well, you could drink that.
Or we could find Southern.
Or when we fly in, you could grab like some, and then we're flying from Geneva to Barcelona, and surely they'll have some at the airport.
At Geneva they might, yeah. Might. I can't. I'm pretty certain. Was it Geneva? No, Zurich.
Yeah.
We've never flown out of Geneva, have we?
We only trained.
We're not doing trains this trip, are we?
Yes, we are. I've already booked them. We're training from Zurich to St. Maurice to Geneva.
But we're only training inside one country, not crossing countries.
Yes.
Yes. So did we train into Paris at any stage?
No, we trained.
I know I trained in with Cherie.
We trained from last year. We did Zurich to Geneva to St. Maurice, and then we caught the train down to Milan. But this year we're going over to Barcelona, and I looked up the train, and it was
3 days.
It was a while from memory.
I'll never forget one of the first year we did Spain. We trained in, I can't remember where from, but we trained into Madrid. Oh, that place is scary when you land there at night time.
Why?
And you get out the wrong exit and you're in this tent city type of place, and I've all my camera gear and bags. And I'm saying to my assistant, where are we going? This is... You jumped.
I know, it scared me. So did the little dog.
Are you okay, baby?
My mum's dog's here again. She's being quiet though.
Amsterdam was accepted.
Yay!
There you go.
Whoa, okay, well that's the second place I kind of blew budget on.
That's all right.
That's all right, now I just have to do London, which hopefully I don't blow the budget up.
That's all right. Well, you're not around for about 7 weeks afterwards, so just maybe forget to pay you for 7 weeks.
Not 7 weeks.
Catch the budget up.
What was I going to say? I need to finish booking me and Jared's trains. We're catching a few trains, but we couldn't book some of them because you can't book them more than 2 months in advance. So.
Oh, what's with the eye roll?
Well, I wanted
Well, a
to
lot
have...
can happen in Europe in 2 months.
Yeah, but I just wanted to have everything organised. I need to book. There's a few things I have to do, but then we're all sorted. And now that's made me feel so much better. Now I just need to book our London accommodation and then the rest of your stuff for what you're doing without me.
Well, I'll talk to Matt tonight. I am looking forward to a couple of weeks. Sorry?
Can we tell them?
Yeah.
So Peter's catching up with Matt Osborne, who's the Leica guy, and they're going to...
MrLiker.com.
Oh, Mr. Left. I don't know. So they're going to catch up and they're going to go to Czech and Prague and they're going to do some shoots together. We're going to do a shoot. Matt's going to shoot me while we're in London, so that'll be a really cool thing. Didn't you say we were thinking about doing like you shooting me and then like him shooting me? We'll make a YouTube of it.
I thought about that, but I've got an upper hand.
Yeah.
So all I have to do is go Eminem.
I don't like Marshall Mathers.
No, I'm talking about Machine Gun Kelly.
I'm not reacting to it when you say it anymore.
He's back in love. You wouldn't be able to get in there anymore.
I'm sure I could, but I'm
sure you could.
I'm not reacting when you call him that anymore. I'm not humouring you.
But yeah, so that'd be completely unfair. Right. Because I know what upsets you, I know what you like, so I can get a better look out of you just by knowing that stuff.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I think we're going to do that more when we're traveling, just different ways we're going to work with the model as well as the type of lighting, like we're going to be working with the same models in the same place, but how Matt decides to work and how I decide to work. And Matt is more of a film shooter, even though his digital works fine. So just he does shoot a lot of film and I don't get to shoot anywhere near as much film these days.
So cool.
And I'm very much about eyes. So I'm very much on that always.
I'm so excited.
And it's working because I noticed in the last picture I put up with you, or last YouTube that went up with you, everyone commented on your eyes. But you were wearing a one piece that was zipped down quite low. They still commented on it, unless they're calling the other things eyes.
Thanks.
They might have been talking about your NFTs, but they were talking about your eyes.
Oh my God.
No, but I've noticed
eyes
that.
are the nipples of the face.
What's your nose then?
It's from a movie.
Oh, is it? Sorry, had to be there.
But so it'll be fun catching up with you.
Yeah, no, I am. I had a chat with him last night. I am looking forward to it, and it's just really nice to be working with someone completely different to the way I work. But I hold him in high respect for what he does and the way he does it. And yeah, it's just really interesting to me. I tried to do this a few times years ago and it never paid off. It always became like a pissing contest. Whereas it's not going to be like that for me, and I'm certain Matt's not going to be the same. We're not really we're just going to be looking at how different we are, but we both achieve what we want to achieve, and our audiences are completely different.
It's going to be cool. I'm excited.
Excited.
Yes.
All right, well, our next podcast will be from Switzerland. Yes. So you're trying to do the accent.
No, it's just how I speak sometimes.
Square buildings, square windows.
Oh, I unarchived because I wanted to watch them back because I might start vlogging again, don't hold me to it. But I went on my YouTube and I unprivated all of our travel vlogs from 2019. So if anyone hasn't seen them and wants to laugh, you can go to my YouTube, which is, I'm pretty sure, just Bec Pause.
Is that the one where you made me fall down a hole in Barcelona?
Yeah. And I eat snails in Paris.
Oh, that's funny.
And we had that day from hell where our luggage got lost and it took us like 15
Your
hours.
day from hell. The tears.
Oh, so...
And you end up with all this free shit, but you still was unhappy.
Okay, so if you guys want to laugh, you can go to my YouTube and watch my old travel vlogs with Peter from the first time. No, 2018. It was the first time I went. I'd only been working with you since February, and then all of a sudden, like 3 months later.
Yeah, I know, but My assistant for 4 years, within a month, you made her resign.
I didn't make
I don't
it.
know what you did to her.
I didn't.
You nasty person.
didn't.
you're just that one that you're in the getting a chicken coop and you just force the other one out because there's a fox sitting out there waiting for her.
Don't make me sound like a nasty. Anyways.
No, that was but it was funny. The next year she tried to do a vlog again, and it was so try hard. It looks terrible. It was like
bad.
I'm going to try and be funny, and it wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny. I also drank way too much, and then I couldn't edit the footage because looking back at it, I was like, I'm just a drunk mess. So maybe I can be funny this year. I don't know. I'm not promising anything. I'm just going to say I'm going to try. And if it's good content, then I'll put up some vlogs. If it's crap content, then
Nobody will see it except
You
me,
won't.
and I'll tell you how bad it is. In fact, what I'll do, I'll sneak it onto that thing on Inspire, which is the Bec Naked $100 of you page.
Oh, because I made this is why you wanted me to screen record how I put things on Inspire.
Yeah, so I can
isn't
make
it?
this page behind your back.
I'm on to you now. I'm not recording anything else for you.
You don't have to.
Suffer in your jocks.
Haven't you noticed the little black dots in all the rooms that we go into?
No.
All hidden cameras I put out?
Weirdo.
Weirdo. Anyway, we're rambling like normal, getting nowhere fast, and we'll see you next week.
See you